Oracle Fusion Financials. So they used to always ask about the primary ledger and the secondary ledger. Okay, the main differences. What is the purpose we are having the primary ledger and different, secondary ledger in day-to-day business? So this is going to be a very repeated question. So we have to answer in a proper way. So why we are using the primary ledger book and why we are using the secondary ledger book and why we are having these two books for a customer or client. So where the primary ledger is to be defined for every customer and client in Oracle Fusion Financial part of general ledger. It is compulsory. So without primary ledger book, user can't able to create any transaction. Okay. So we call it as a main ledger. Primary ledger, we can call it as a main ledger. And to meet the standard financial reporting, okay, we used to maintain statutory purpose. So we should have the chart of accounts, currency, calendar. The force is required to create the primary ledger, and whatever the subledger transactions are getting posted from the accounts payable, accounts receivable, the fixed assets, cash management, all these are getting posted directly into your primary ledger book. Okay, so we will follow the local GAAP accounting policies also while having the accounting method in the primary ledger book. Whereas secondary ledger, so to meet some statutory alternate accounting representation to define the secondary ledger book. So usually when we have a 4Cs using primary ledger is any deviation in the accounting method or currency. So, the chart of accounts as well. So usually in the daily business customer requirements, different accounting method will follow there, to alternate maintaining the accounting representation like GAAP, IFRS. So we will go with second ledger requirement. The data we are getting copied from the primary ledger to secondary ledger. The subledger data not getting copied, not getting directly posted into secondary ledger. Only we are getting the data from the primary ledger to secondary ledger. Okay, example IFRS. We are following IFRS in USD. Okay, so like we have the key differences only, right? And the purpose also. Primary ledger we can call it as main accounting ledger, and secondary ledger we can call it as alternative reporting purpose. And the primary ledger entries can directly posting, and the secondary ledger entries are copied from the primary ledger. And accounting method also in primary ledger, local accounting, method reporting, and the second ledger, the IFRS or management reporting purpose we are defining. Right? And the currency also, local currency we will follow in the primary ledger. Okay, the functional currency, and the secondary ledger we can have a alternative currency as well. Okay, posting will be done in the primary ledger. Posting the secondary ledger will be copied or mapped from the secondary ledger. So automatically